Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today it's Allawiyah here and your girl is back. I'm back today with a new video. Before we even get into it, I need to quickly give you guys a brief and tell you guys that I do apologize for not putting out any content in 2 months, but you know, life's been going through it, like, you know, like your girl's been going through it, and I decided today to come up with a new video because who am I to not give my limited gang a new video? So let's get straight into it. Don't want to talk too much as usual. And yeah, so hi guys, today I decided to come with a self-discipline video simply because I feel like recently I've been failing to hit the targets and goals I've been wanting to hit, and I know there's a lot of us out there that also haven't been hitting those targets and goals, and why not help each other finally hit those targets and goals by, you know, going through some pointers that I put down that I feel like are going to help each one of us to actually finally hit those targets and goals that will help us level out as we need to. So I don't want to talk too much, let's get straight into it. Point number one. So I feel like the first number one thing when it comes to self-discipline is focusing on yourself and not focusing on others. What I mean by that is actually not looking at what other people are doing and focusing on your path, your progress, and where you're going, what path you're going, and at what pace you're going at. And with that comes watching where you're going and actually hitting the targets. Whereas when you're watching what other people are doing more time, you're not really focused on your progress, you're not really moving because you're too busy watching other people, which is something I previously done. I previously felt like, oh, why is that not happening for me when something's happening for somebody else? And that also makes you procrastinate, because when you start to dwell on what other people are doing, you find yourself starting to procrastinate because you start feeling depressed and feeling sad because things aren't really working out for you when things have really been working out for other people. But instead, if you concentrate and put that energy somewhere else, instead of dwelling on other people's success and start focusing on your success, you'll start to see things happen. So point number one, focus on your path and your progress, and you will see things start to accumulate, you know. Yeah. So point number two, as you know, your girl always watches, your girl always makes little pointers, so you know she can tell you all the tea, all the sauce, and all the juice you need to get to where you need to get to. And then another point, I'm actually one of those people, yeah, this is one of my biggest faults. I always make unrealistic goals. When you're making targets and goals, I think the best way in order for you to actually hit them is for you to make realistic goals. Like, make short-term goals that are actually going to lead you into long-term goals that will then take you to that, you know, the whole way goal. So make realistic goals. Don't set goals like, yeah, in 6 months I'm going to make £1 million. Obviously that's an example, but you know what I mean. So with self-discipline comes actually being realistic to yourself. Set goals that you feel that you know you will hit. Don't base your goals on anybody else, on anything else, on who's done it before. Focus on what you know you can do and what you can succeed in. So realistic goals that are short term, because one thing I'm good at is making long-term goals, and long-term goals are actually quite hard to actually do, and then when the time comes it's like petty. So, you know, make short-term realistic goals that you will eventually, you know, hit, and then you can make like 3 short-term goals in one big-term goal. Like, let's say you want to, at the end of the year, you want to spend £12,000. We have 12 months in 12 months in a year. So in order to hit that £12,000 in 3 months, what you could do for every 3 months is make sure you hit 1,000. Does that make sense? £1,000 for every month for that 3 months. And that's like short-term goals for the long-term goal. Does that make sense? So just try to make short-term goals that are realistic to yourself and be true to yourself. Don't put yourself on stress by making unrealistic goals, because that's when you start to fail and you let go and you give up, because you've made so many unrealistic goals that now it's almost hard to actually keep up with those goals that you've put up. So yeah, keep your goals to yourself and don't really feel pressure to tell others your goals, because I feel like once you tell others your goals, you feel so pressured that it's almost as if you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for others. I mean, if you know you're going to tell your friend and that friend is going to be a person that will actually push you to hit that goal, that's fine. But telling people like family, like for example, if I was to tell my mum, like, mum, end of this year I need £5,000. But if the end of the year comes and you don't have that £5,000, your mom's going to look at you a bit different. and it's gonna make you feel even less of as if you failed, should I say. So the best way I'd say to go about it is keep your goals to yourself, write them down, jot them down somewhere in a notebook, in your diary, keep checking them, make sure you every month or so you've done something towards that goal, and hopefully with that comes, when you do finally hit that goal, you can go and tell your family and be like, you know what, I hit that goal, I set this goal this month and I've now hit it this month, and then they can be happy. But telling people your goals is almost a setup for failure, for me anyways. But okay, this is a vital point, and I feel like people don't know how vital this is, and the reason why I say it's vital is because we get confused with what is urgent and what's a priority. In order for you to hit your goals, you need to actually differentiate. Guys, as we know, I'm a bit French, so if you know your girl, you know, I'm twisting my tongue, you know. But like I was saying, you need to differentiate the difference between a priority and what's urgent. A priority is something that needs to be done, and something that's urgent is something that, yeah, it needs to be done, but it can wait. Does that make sense? A priority is an obligation almost. Urgent is, it can be an accident. It can be, you know, urgent, need to talk to you, I need to spill the tea type of thing. So with that being said, once you start to differentiate these type of things, and you differentiate what is a priority and what is urgent, as in a priority is I need to go to work. What is urgent is, okay, I need to respond to that phone call. I need to now go on social media and look at that because somebody just posted this. That's urgent. That's when you start to see that, right, okay, cool. With you prioritize what you need to do, your goals and targets, and what's urgent, the series, whatever it is you need to get done, all of them small things that you can catch up on later. You will find that the priority stuff will start to get done, the urgent stuff will go to the side, and eventually you'll start to see that the urgent stuff aren't so urgent anymore. And that's something I found within myself. Like, I used to think the urgent stuff were priority, when in fact, if my microwave breaks down today and I do decide to wait because my priorities, I need to pay my bills, I need to pay my, do you get what I'm trying to say? It will come. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So the moral of the story is prioritize and differentiate the difference between what's urgent and what's priority. Okay. Because I'm like the #1 key person to actually doing this. You know, when I fail, I always feel like I beat myself up so much, and sometimes I feel like it's okay to fail, because sometimes your failure will be the step you needed to get to your success. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's okay to set these targets, and at the end of the year hit maybe 5 out of the 6, or hitting 4 out of the 6 and failing the 2, because sometimes that failure is the ammunition you need to get you to the next level. So don't beat yourself too much, don't procrastinate, don't give up, don't feel like you need to let go of this goal because, oh, I set a goal first time around and I didn't go right. I've sometimes had to do things 4 times, 5 times to finally get it done. But it doesn't mean just because I did it 4 or 5 times I'm a failure. I finally done it the 5th time and I actually done it. So one thing I want people to understand is, guys, limited gang, guys, gang. If you know you've done a goal before, or you've set a goal, a target, a rule in your life, and you've broken it, you failed at it, you haven't hit it, it's okay, it's okay, because you hit it maybe the 2nd, the 3rd, but don't give up, because giving up is almost like you've wasted time. Like, you know, you wasted the time, now you're just there, you wasted the time, you really wasted the time, you wasted the time, my B. Today I don't have a cup of tea, but I have lip gloss. But yeah, the moral of the story is don't give up. It's okay to fail and try again, and we gonna move. Okay, another thing with this discipline video that I wanted to put out there is that sometimes in self-discipline you have to stick to your rules. Like, stick to your rules, set rules, and make sure you stick to them. Like, I'm the type of person where previously I said, okay, cool, I want to spend £200 in this period of time, and unfortunately when I've roaming around in Oxford Street, I saw something nice, started shopping, one thing led to another, I don't have £200 no more, I'm going into the money that I decided to save. And with this comes no self-discipline, and you know, you don't really have money there. So one thing I say is stick to the rules that you set, make sure you stick to them, you hit them no matter what. Sometimes it's gonna feel like you're actually being mean to yourself, but with every hardship comes ease. That's one of my biggest morals of life stories. Like, you know, everybody knows that with every hardship comes ease, and sometimes it's okay. Like, it's okay to feel like you're procrastinating. It's okay to feel like you failed. It's okay to feel like you haven't hit them targets, but it's also okay to get back up and try again. So the biggest aim of this video is to try and make sure that we stick to our goals, hit those targets, hit those goals, and actually level up. And yeah, because I just genuinely feel like previously, like in January, I came and I said that to you guys that, you know, I want to give you a video every single week. I kept that consistent for maybe, you know, 2-3 months, but after like the third month, I was like, I need so one thing I decided to do with that is to go back and just think to myself, you know what, I need self-discipline. I need to think about ways to perfect my craft and give you guys the best creativity and the best content you guys need and deserve, because, you know, you guys are gang. But so self-discipline, I've set some targets forward. I feel like if you feel like you haven't been keeping to your targets and you feel like you need to, you know, have some self-discipline, take some notes in what I've said. If you feel like there's things I've said about yourself and you feel like you do go back on your targets, you do fail sometimes, you do feel like you're procrastinating, pick yourself back up and know that there's time to start again, period. So with that being said, today I didn't really want to talk too much. This is a short video. Just wanted to come back because obviously you guys are part of my family. When I don't see you guys, I feel sad. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow on my other social medias. Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram is going to be listed below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys soon. And yeah, see you guys soon. Bye.